In my experience, I've found that men that often initiate with a coffee date, somewhere along the lines, I realize that he has a 50-50 mentality. Or let's say I didn't discover that he has a 50-50 mentality. I realized that he was not generous.
I agree. I feel like the kind of man that is inviting a woman out on a very first date at a coffee shop is a man who is either trying to be cheap or a man who is going out on several dates and he's trying to save money on those dates. And so he's trying to find the most cost-effective option for dating a woman. What I find really interesting is I've watched videos here on TikTok where some people are like, I went out on a coffee date, is that the dude, he arrives there early and he's like sitting down with his coffee when she comes in and he's like, I'll sit here and save the spot. Like he won't even like get up and go buy her coffee. You're already trying to do the cheapest possible date option and you can't even buy her a coffee? It screams stingy. And to me, that's like a bad way to start off. If you're looking for a provider and a man can't at the very least provide you with a meal on the first date, I just see it as a red flag. I'm sure it could be different. He might have been used in the past. And y'all know how I feel about men always expecting you to pay for the sins of the other women. Like everybody has used me for a free meal. So now I got to make you get a coffee date. Like I hate that idea. And it's rare that a man goes from stingy in the beginning to all of a sudden he's generous. I feel the same way about men who want to come over to your place or want you to come over to theirs to cook for somebody on a first date. Like, we don't even know each other well enough. Why would I go into your home? Absolutely not. Like, it's always trying to be cheap. My thing is this. For the woman that he's truly interested in, he's going to go take her out, wine and dine her, and show her a good time. To me, the least amount of effort a man is willing to put in on a first date, that's how he really feels about you. In my opinion, I really believe that. Because if he can afford to take you out on a nice dinner and he doesn't, he gives you coffee, it's like him trying to like make you jump through hoops, make you prove yourself. I've also heard about this girl one time when she was talking about the man said, we're going to go Dutch on the first date. And if we have a good time, if I like you and all that, then I'll pay for the next date. Excuse me? Like, I gotta behave like some dog? Like, are you insane? No. When men start pulling out the hoops for you to jump through, don't ever do it.
All right, I'm gonna grill on this one and shit, okay? It's July. Okay, it's July 6th, 2023. And like I've said before, I can do this all fucking day and shit, okay? Now I wanna tell the rather plain female in the first clip that, men aren't looking for business partners or providers and shit, or looking to be providers. They're looking for wives. They're looking for an organic connection, someone that really loves them and shit. You guys don't understand this, nor will you ever and shit. Somebody with your fucking mindset. It's a lost cause trying to explain this to you. So I make these teachable moments for kings and shit, okay? More than talking to you, all right? We aren't looking for a business partnership. We don't think of a marriage as a business partnership. That's you guys. You think of that shit. You're the one that's a hypergamous. You're the one criminally minded, economically speaking of shit. You're thinking about everything you're going to get out of a relationship instead of being in the motherfucker and sharing a life. You're not looking to spend the rest of your life with these men and shit. Okay. So why should they do bad business? Okay. When a guy has a certain expectations and shit and you don't make any bones about it and shit. Okay. You don't make any bones about this, looking for a guy that's free with his wallet and shit. Okay, so maybe you should just, I can't really add. You can't really become a sugar baby. It don't look like. Okay, you don't qualify for that. Okay, now you could just maybe get OnlyFans or something, and you can write your requirements on there. Okay, because you guys have over generations, especially the last 2.5. have turned dating into a business and shit, okay? Into a job. It's a job and shit, okay? And you want to assign non-organic uh, you know, I don't even know what to call it. Uh, non-organic labors to men and shit. You know, you want to have a tiered relationship when it's with your box at the end of it and shit, and you're not even, you know, I don't know if you're untouched or something. What is the use of that? You know, why would somebody do bad business with you and shit? That's what you're presenting. That's all you guys ever talk about is a guy being stingy and this and that and the other and shit. Well, just get two jobs and you can make all the money you want. You're strong and independent and all that bullshit. And you have righteous indignation 24/7 and shit, you know. And we don't know where it comes from, nor do we give a shit anymore. It's amazing. Just get your OnlyFans page or sell your ass on the street, become a coffee girl, as they, you know, say. Just sell your ass, man, okay? And then you can get your money up front. All right? Because a lot of motherfuckers, they ain't playing that shit no more, man. Nobody wants to go spend a bunch of money on an exorbitant dinner and then get a, you know, maybe get a handshake, you know, and deal with your attitude and your issues and your boorish behavior, your uncultured behavior, your masculine behavior and shit. And yes, that is a thing. No one wants to go out with a dude and shit in a woman's body. All right? With an attitude and shit. You know, with a hookerish mentality. Who the fuck want to go out there? Would you want to go out with that shit? Huh? As far as the second lady goes, as you can see what I'm talking about when I say a basic female and shit. She just fits the you know, requirements of being a woman, as the pronoun community would say. They call it a cisgendered woman and shit. She's sitting up here with her fucking with like a sweatshirt on with some shit written on it, and you know, their wig on. She got her face, you know, she got some war paint on her fucking face, obviously, or that might be a filter. Hey, no one's gonna be sitting up here. No one is lining up for you. Okay, you don't have your pick of the litter. There's more women on the planet than men. Okay, that is a statistical fact, motherfucker. Okay, there's more women on the. Where do you think you rank in all the women on the planet and shit? Where do you rank in shit? Okay, you can say you're number one or something, but that's your own delusion and shit. Okay, right? No one's here to make your life better and shit. Okay, and yes, you do have to do the work and shit. You have to do the work if you want to be in a relationship or meet people or date people. You have to come 50-50 and shit, okay? You have to come 50-50. This is not the boomer era, okay? It's not the 50s and shit, okay? It's a different world out there. You guys always talk about how you're strong and independent. Yeah, there's that phrase again. You know, don't need no man, obviously. You know, maybe you can get one of those rosebud things and stick down in your yeehaw and call it a buck and shit. You know, don't you think people get tired of hearing you bitching 24/7 about money and this and that and the other? How the nigga paid money and this and that. And you, if you show up to the coffee date, he got you. Okay? I'm telling you, I can't tell you how many scores of women that I have slept with, I ain't paid a dime. I ain't paid a dime. And afterwards, we went and did shit together. You know? Afterwards, shit, man. Like somebody like you, I'm not going to pay for the shit. You know, you're going to give me the box. You're going to give it to me and shit. And then I'll decide what I want to do after that. The most you could, looking at you, the most I'll take you to the movies on Friday night, and then we going somewhere and you getting them cheeks clapped. All right, that's what you rate. This ain't no, you know, I ain't trying to be on the Godfather tip or nothing. I ain't talking no high value or low value. You don't qualify for that, even to have that discussion, right? And you talk about men that are damaged, that are hurt and everything, and how, you know, your disdain for men that, you know, make women that pay for what the sins of a woman that came prior to your meeting with them and shit. You know, you talk about that, how men, you know, hang that millstone around your neck of, you know, because they had a bad relationship with a woman. Now you have to pay for their sins, and you guys do that shit all the time. It's the basis for every argument you have in this ethnic community and shit about why you act like assholes and dicks. Okay? Man, I just laughed. I laughed my ass off when I saw this shit, you know? And shout out to Black Ram 313 or 313, I don't know how he says it. I have to get credit where credit due. This is where I retrieved the clips. I was so lazy, like you and your apparel. I was so lazy, I just downloaded his video and cut out all the shit around it. No disrespect, right? But sometimes you just can't let shit like this slide, man. Got to say something. So I bet you, and as far as that second chick goes, and you're talking about what you think you deserve. What you think you deserve. You laugh my ass off, man. You women are really triggered by a certain celebrity saying that she went 50-50 with a man that made more money than her, but she was under the man's roof in the man's mansion. She was the stepmother to his children and gave him a child of her own and shit. And she still saw that this was a necessity, even though she is obviously in control of the household, just not the purse strings and whatnot. To a much negative effect, if you ask the public. All right? And so, you see the picture here and whatnot. And what you're looking at is somebody's idea of a high value woman and shit, okay? Someone's idea of a high value woman, not mine and shit, okay? As far as I'm concerned, this person is a super villain, okay? And I want you to see this. The reason I'm posting this photo in the background, the reason I'm posting this photo is because I want you to see what a supposed high value woman looks like and shit, okay? Even though I'm tragically unimpressed by, the visual, right? And you ask yourself, do you deserve what she has already? Do you deserve that? Do you deserve the life that she has, the child that she has, all the riches and wealth and, the freedom that she has and shit? What have you done to deserve a man that could give you that kind of lifestyle? Ask yourself that, and if you don't have an answer, you need to shut the fuck up, okay? A lot of you guys need to shut the fuck up and shit. You're the bane of this current iteration of our ethnic community and shit, because your practices make it impossible to sustain the system that you need to live and thrive and shit, okay? That's why I'm here with a teachable moment, to teach, these young kings out here and some of these old kings, some of these guys stuck in the middle like sandwich eating a majority of, white bread sandwich, teach you motherfuckers, man. Protect your bag and tangibles and everything. And keep information about what you do for a living and shit, where you live, all that shit off the table. If you meet a woman like this, she is only there to grift you. She is a scammer. And if she somehow ends up in your house, she's just going to squat in that bitch and milk you for everything you got. And then she's going to nope out. And you're going to get the bare minimum, if even that. Okay? You'll be lucky if she ever, assumes that position, looking at that fucking headboard and bumping her head on that bitch with a football helmet on. Protect your tangibles and shit. Keep your head on the swivel, most definitely in this day and age. Protect your seed, okay? And protect your health. All right? We don't talk about this enough, but you guys need to make sure you strapped up with a bunch of condoms. Make sure you get condoms on you, okay? Well, just abstain from that shit until you get it. Find a better woman, a better option and shit, okay? A lot of our sisters are really making me sad and shit because of their 304 mindset, you would say. It'd be nice. It's really a hooker's thought pattern, all right? Disguised as interpersonal mores, all right? SYSBM equals, save yourself, black man.
Man should always make a way. I feel like I'm not going to work my hands to the bones to provide. I'm not going to work 16 to 20 hours a day or a week to provide for my family. You're the man. You have the penis. Go get a job. Get 3 jobs. My man has 2 jobs. Go get 7 jobs and 2 side hustles to buy me the things that I want because I'm a woman.
Come on, man.
Please.
No.
Please. Get to your feet.
No.
Please. Please.
Come on, man.
Please. Please.
Stop.
Please.
Get up, man. Get
Please. Please.
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.